here's the seated Pilates class. So sitting on your chair, tall at the front part of the chair, legs are hip width apart, knees are over your ankles at a right angle position. We're just going to roll down. Stretch the spine, breathe into your back ribs, feel that tummy pull in, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, up, rounding the spine as you roll up vertebra by vertebra. And again, pull the tummy in. Round over, don't collapse forward, just curl the spine over, breathe in through the nose. Deep breath in, exhale, pelvic floor initiates that roll up vertebra by vertebra as your shoulders slide down the back. And again, two more, over and round. A little bit further, try and keep that C curve through the spine. Deep breath in, ribs expand, exhale. Belly button pulls into spine, shoulders relax, and last one, over. Really wake up that spine, push down into the feet, round the curved spine, and lifting up. Shoulders are relaxed, good. Roll the shoulders back for 3, 2, 1, up and over the other way, forward, round, 2, 3. Good. Open out the arms. Open out and stretch on the diagonal. In. Good. Look to that top hand. Reach. Open the chest. In. Exhale. And in. Watch that neck and lengthen. And back in. Good. Relax the arms down. Shrugging the shoulders up. Deep breath in. Exhale, feel the energy reach up through the top of the head as you reach your fingertips to the floor. Inhale up, movement through the shoulder blades, keeping wide through the collarbone. Flat shoulder blades against the back, and think of pelvic floor lifting as you extend up through the crown of the head. And last one, inhale, exhale, and release. Good, over to the side, side bend, float that arm out, pull it back in, and center. So keep those hips still, over to the side, lengthen, and back in. One more each way, over, reach, and back in. Watch that head, keep it in line as you go over, keeping that hip down, and back in. Then you're going over to your side. Extend the arm up, reach and power away. Modify this if you need to. And then push the air down, use those abs as you exhale. Over, relax the shoulder, keeping it away from the ear, and extend, reach up, and then press, and back down. Good, well done. Reaching the arms up, lift up, and to the side. Just a little head movement, inhale as a lift. Exhale, push back with the palms of the hands. So palms of the hands face each other. Then they press through treacle as you look to the side. Try and keep those shoulders straight. And press. Well done. We'll do 2 more. Inhale as a lift. Exhale, press into those triceps behind you, keeping the arms straight. And push back. Good. Bring the arms in front of you. Hold it here. You're going to pull back like a bow and arrow. And reach. Little twist through the waist. And reach. Good. Shoulders are down, you rotate into your side rotation, into those obliques, pull back and lift. Good. Pull back and reach. Last one, out and reach. Good. Bend the elbows into a genie. Shoulders are down and lift that chest. Keep the arms at chest height and you're going to rotate through the waist and center. So try and initiate that movement from the waist. Try and think of spiraling up, lengthening through the spine, keeping tall on those sit bones. Reach, we'll do 2 more. Across, keeping those arms centered. And last one, good. Coming into the center. You're going to reach across to a diagonal and then pull back. And reach. So it's a little bit of a lean. Pull the tummy in. Extend, reaching out through the fingertips. Try not to take any strain through the shoulders. So you're leaning forward and across the body. and out. We'll do 2 more. And reach, put the weight through into the feet. And last one, and back. Float those arms down. Relax forward, back of the hand flicks away. Lift the arms up and then softly bring them back. And again, inhale, reach, lift, and breathe. As you exhale, pull the tummy in. Get that movement through the shoulders and the back. And push. And press. We'll do 2 more. Round forward. Exhale. And last one. And release. Then taking your right arm across the body, or left arm, whichever, and up and around. As if you're wiping the windows. Feel the shoulder blade draw down the back as you lead with that elbow and press. We'll do 2 more. Get that connection through the arms, activate the muscles. And last one, and back in. Good. Float the arms out to the side. You're going to go over. Imagine you've got a ball between the hands. Reach forward. Send the hands forward. Pull the tummy in as you take that arm overhead and then back to the center. And again, up and over. Pull belly button back to spine. Curve the spine as you reach. Mobilize through that waist. Hips still, so keep those sit bones and the hips into the chair. Level all the way around and back. And last one, up and over. Reaching forward. Breathe and across and back. Now you're going to contract. Pull the belly in. Lean towards the chair. And then breaststroke those arms down and back and lift the chest. Watch you don't pop those ribs out. Keep the connection through your tummy. Ribs to hips connected and lift. Pinching the shoulder blades together. Opening out the chest and lift. So you're rocking back. Feel the lower back go towards the chair and lift. We'll just do 1 more and pull in. Breathe. And press and lift. Well done. And relax down. Good. Taking the feet together. Hands across to the opposite knee. Back of the hand touching. Lift that arm behind you. Lift and across. Take that arm above and over. And lift up and back down. Changing the arms. Taking that underneath arm each time. Try and get the twist now, so lift that chest as you rotate. Feel like you're pushing against the back of the hand to get that extension and rotation. Lift and back. Hold it here. Pull back, stretch the shoulder blades. Deep breath in and release and up. Well done. Good. Just taking the head over to one side, just let the ear relax to the shoulder, and then to the other side, and then chin to chest, and then looking up to the ceiling, and center. Well done. Good. Take the legs apart. Okay, so we're going to lean forward. Hands are going to be on the thighs. We're going to lift that chest as you hinge forward. Contract and scoop into a curved spine and ripple up to sitting. Tall. And again, forward, chest. Contract. Release up and lift. Stick the chest forward. Feel the tummy pull in. Round the back as you press and then lift. And again, last one. Forward, contract, roll up, and good. Taking one leg out to the side, bring the other foot in a little bit. You're going to lean into the thigh, so you're going to rest the forearm on the thigh, take a side bend over, and then lifting that arm up to the ceiling in line with the shoulder, reach, extend, and again, forward, and over to the side. And dropping that arm down, work through the waist into that side bend and lift out and up. Keep the shoulder down. Well done. Bring that arm down, bring the leg in, other side, and again, forearm down. Side bend, Feel like the shoulders pulling away from the ear, frame the face, and then lifting up in line with the shoulders. You extend and reach up to the ceiling. And again, over, breathe, open out from rib to hip. As you do that side breath, bend. And again, exhale. And inhale. And release back down. Well done. Good. Going to face the side. We're going to twist onto the chair. One leg is on, one leg is off. Hold on to the back of the chair. Slide this front leg behind you and feel that you're tucking under through the pelvis. Okay, so just have a little stretch here. Okay, pull the tummy in, slightly lean forward, and then push the leg out to an extended leg, and then bend. And again, I don't know if you can see my heel. So I'm pushing out, extending, and then pull back in. Good. Lean forward, keep pulling that belly button towards your spine. Lean slightly forward, don't go into the lower back, and back in. And last one, out, stretch, and back in. Good. Hold it here, keep the tuck through the pelvis, stretch through the thigh. Take the arm up and over towards the chair, into that side bend, and release. And again, tummy in, lift up and over, reach, and relax down. Good. Onto the other side. Swivel round, keep tall, lifted. I'm going to shuffle forward on the chair so my leg fits. Hand on the back of the chair. Okay, so slide that leg out, slightly tuck under. So you get the feeling of that pull in through the tummy and a tuck through the pelvis. You stretch the thigh and the hip. And then you want to lean forward as you extend that leg out. Only do what you can if it doesn't feel right, and just keep that movement small. Just a feeling of extension through that hip flexor, keeping the hips parallel so that you don't twist. You want all in parallel lines, and extend out and back in. We'll just do one more. Push that heel out behind you. And bend and hold. Draw that knee in, tuck through the pelvis, side bend, drop this hip down away from your side bend. And then release. And again, lifting up and over. Done. And release. Perfect. Good. Okay, coming into our knee hug. So hugging that knee in, circling the ankle round. Just try and mobilise through the foot. As you pull that knee in, wiggle the toes, scrunch and wiggle. Hand underneath the thigh, and then release that thigh in the hip. So you're really circling into the hip socket, trying to mobilise one way and then the other. Freeing it up a little bit. Now if you can, bring that leg into a 4 position, so taking the ankle across the thigh, and then leaning forward, that gives you a good stretch. If that doesn't work for your hip or your knee, then you take the ankles across on the floor and just gently stretch forward with the knees slightly open. Okay, so whichever suits you. Don't do it if it hurts or if you've got any hip or knee problems. Stretching here gently, you'll feel that. And back again, onto the other side. Into a hug. Whilst you're doing that, circle the ankles one way and then the other. You're rounding over, pulling that knee and thigh towards you. Wiggle the toes, those funny socks on, and round into the hip. So you're going round one way, release, carry the leg. It's quite heavy, you have to really work and sort of stir the hip. Okay, then you can either cross your ankles and release over, or take the leg over. If you feel you can carry the knee a little with a bit of help with the hand, that helps sometimes. And lean over and stretch. You'll feel that through the hip and the glutes. Wiggle the toes if you need to. And release. Good. Still on the front part of the chest, so shuffle right forward. You may have shifted back. Okay. And then we're going to just go into the feet. So lifting one heel at a time, alternating feet and hips. This is, okay, so just lifting the feet. And then into a little trot, so pushing down into the floor, keeping the spine long. So really stack the spine, tighten through the waist and lift up out of the pelvis. Shoulders are down the back. Well done, good. And then extend your leg and flex and point and lower down. So wake up the legs and the feet into those thighs, hips as well, and point and down. Good, strong. Don't have to have it too high. It's fine, just off the floor. And last one, flex, point and down. Good, then we're going to go into hip release. So you're going to take your leg out to the side, slide it along the floor, lift it up, in the hip you're going to rotate and then pull back. So you're opening out, you're sliding in line with the hip, you're keeping it turned out, you're rotating so the knee is up and then back. And again, hands on hips. So you release out, slide, lift, rotate and back. If this hurts your knee, try not to do that twist bit, just hold it and then bring it back in. Okay, we'll do one more. Out, stretch, lift, rotate and back. Good. Hold on to the chair behind you, slide that leg off the floor, draw a line, bring it back and in. And again, same leg, forward, out to the side, forward, stamp it back, out, swing, in and back. This is really getting into that thigh and hip and in. You'll feel that and down, other side, hands on hips. So you release out, slide it in line with the hip, lift it, rotate and back. So this is similar to the mat exercise, hip release. It's actually quite tricky. Out, slide, lift, twist and back. Watch this leg doesn't move. Out, slide, lift, rotate and back. Good. Hold on to the chair again. And forward slice, out slice, forward, together. One, swing, in and back. Good. Keep that tummy pulled in. Use the pelvic floor and watch that knee doesn't go out to the side as you do that movement. And last one, forward, out, in and back. Good. Push away, contract, deep breath in. Hinge yourself forward, keeping that round back, all the way down, and then roll up and release. Well done, good. So now we're going to move on to our weights. So if you've got weights, brilliant. If you've got cans, brilliant. If you don't want to use anything, you can just not use anything. I'm going to change the music, and those who know it will find it easier, but it is a follow type of exercise routine. Okay, so elbows in, toe taps. Good. Work through that rotator cuff. Other side. Well done. Keep that waist strong and wrists in line. Again. 4, 3, 2, change. Well done. Good. Grow tall, wide collarbone. 2 lots more. Change. Last time. Onto heel lifts, and you lift the heel and then toe. So you're rocking on the feet, forward and back as you use the arms. So if you can't do arms and legs together, just do one or the other. We're going to open that arm and leg out. Open the door and back for 4. Keep strong in the waist. So it's like a puppet string. Change. 2. Keeping that foot under the knee, you're moving at the hip. Again, 4, 3, 2, breathe and shoulders down. Last 4. Good. Don't have to take it too wide. Now we're going to hold out. The leg out, you jump together for 2. Out, out, pull in, pull that tummy in and contract a little. If you're finding it difficult to bring those legs in, out, pull, pull, good. Shoulders down and in, belly in, and lift. Last one, and you go for heel, press and row. Row those arms as you heel, press. I haven't done this for a while. Well done, keep going. Arms go up, same legs. Reach, pull. Good, grow taller. And again, 4 more. Flat back, shoulders down the back. Breathe and march. Hold it here. Out and in. Out. Good. Now run. Take the arms down. March. And run again. And march. Chest lifted. And heel press. Diagonal. Like a Cossack. Arms come up. Tummy in. Strong waist. Hop if you can. Hop. Keep going. Shoulders down. Lift that chest. 5, 6, 7. Hold 8. Bam. Remember it? Anyway, so you can breathe. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Just get those biceps going. 4 more. Squeeze. Tummy strong. Pelvic floor lifting. Now shoulders to ceiling. And then you do reverse. In. Good. Well done. Last one. Reach forward. Reach forward. Pull. Throw. Center. Grab it. In. Reach it behind. Use those triceps as you push back. Parallel. Well done. And hold it here. Just think about what we're going to do. Okay. And relax down. Well done. Put those down. Switch those off. Okay, and then we can go back to our nice floaty music. Alright, so take a breath, take some water. Okay, move those weights out of the way so you don't trip on anything. Okay, so now we're going to just do some legs with a pillow. So we're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So inner thighs, squeeze. Well done. Squeezing those inner thighs, thinking of pelvic floor lifting, shoulders down the back. Well done. Hold it there, then lift into your glutes. You can't probably see too much, but you're just lifting up and down, squeezing up and down. Getting those glutes engaged, waking them up. Like a little squeeze of the glutes. Nothing for the shoulders, just activate those glutes. Keep the squeeze of the pillow and then release down. Good. Lift the heels up and down. Lift, keeping that squeeze, otherwise the pillow drops. And last one. Good. Then connect into an imprint, so you're rocking back and then lifting up into neutral. So these 2 points, base rib to hip, waist pulling in, and then lift. So you're rocking the pelvis, pulling it back towards the chair and then up. Shoulders are pretty much steady and still. It's a contraction and a C curve through the tummy and lift. And last one. And then lift up. Well done. Good. Taking the cushion away. Okay, so if you've got a ball, then brilliant. If you haven't, then imagine. Or you could grab a football, small ball. Okay, So we're just going to pass the ball behind us and around. Open out the chest and stretch. We'll do 3 or 4 one way, last one this way, and then reverse. So take that time without pushing those ribs forward. So you're not pushing the ribs, you're just pulling through into the shoulder blades. 3 and 4. Well done. Good. Then reaching up, pull the knee and ball down to the center. Knee up, ball down. So lift and reach, lift, reach. Good. Again, you can do this without anything in the hands. Just imagine, do what you can and breathe. So you really pull in and contract into your abs, into your waist. Slight lean, and you're rocking back at the sit bones each time you lift, and then over. Okay, over to the side and center. Use your waist, try not to rock on the chair. So keep those hips still, shoulders are relaxed, bend the elbows, and then over and back in. Well done. Bringing the ball in front, tap the toe across to opposite foot. You can tap your knee, doesn't have to be the toe. You can lift your leg high to tap your toe, brilliant, or ankle. I can't tap my toe, just my ankle. Reach across, open out the chest, reach and twist. Well done, good. And last 2, reach. And last one, well done, good, perfect. Bring the ball down. Okay, we're going to come up to standing, but we're going to bring those heels in. Okay, you're going to lean slightly forward, reach your arms so far forward as if I'm grabbing you, that you take off, come up a little bit, lower yourself down, and then back. Make sure you know where that chair is. Feel steady. So the heels are pulled in slightly behind the knees. Okay, you're going to lean forward, tummy in. Exhale as you come up. Feel like you've gone forward so far that you can lift the hips up, hold it here, sit back down and release. And again, hinge, reach, up, lower back down, and again, forward, push into the feet, get those glutes engaged, lift up and release. And last one, we're going to come up and stay in that squat and then pulse. If you can, if your knees are happy. So track those knees over the toes so they are parallel. Push the big toe down into the floor. Keep that connection into the floor. Well done. And then lift up and stretch. Wiggle through the hips. Good. Okay. So we're standing at last. So we can do our legs now. Use a chair if you want to, if you feel the balance is a little bit off, or just anyway, I think probably having a chair though is a good idea. So I'm going to do it on a diagonal. Okay, so hand on the chair, parallel with the legs. You're just going to lift the leg and swing. Lift and swing. So it's like a pendulum, keeping those hips forward. Take that leg up with a bent knee and then straight behind with a flexed foot. Flex that foot if you can. Push the heel away and really think of that supporting leg, so really strong working leg. Good. And last one. Well done. And bring the legs together. Then you're going to move out to the side and across. So here you'll be going out and across, out and across. Again, I'm just holding on to something to give me a bit of balance. Could be a wall. Flex the foot and lead with the heel. So you're doing like a swing again, a pendulum swing, loosening up through the hips, but also you'll feel it in that supporting side, hopefully. And bring the legs together. Then I want you to lift the leg to the calf, lower part of the calf, and then you're opening out and in. Squeeze the glutes. Try not to pull on this supporting leg. You're not swinging. Keep those hips still, tight waist, and lengthen through the crown of the head, like a little flag on a pole. And then you should feel, again, into that supporting leg. Ready to go on to the other side. Okay. So, swinging up and back. Hop, so you can see my foot, maybe. Up and back. Tummy pulls in. Not too high with the leg. Brush that foot along the floor. It's parallel. So use the glutes as you push the leg back. Done. And last one, and back in. Good, then you're on your out to the side and across. Stay where you are if it feels comfortable and you've got room, try not to bash anything. Lead with the heel, so you're directly out to the side and then across. Out to the side and across. Good. So go this way. Keep lifted out of that hip. Don't take it too high. And breathe. And then bring the leg in. Good. Lift that leg, open out and in. You're the flagpole leg here, and this is the flag open and close. Again, keep those hips still. Headlights forward, not swinging off as you're opening, and work into those deep glutes. Well done. And you should feel here as well on that supporting leg. Well done. And bring the legs together. Good. So you can stay like this, hold on to something, probably preferable. So if you want to get your chair or go up against the wall, that's fine. I'll stay facing the front so you can see what I'm doing. Slightly apart with the legs. Okay, bend the knees, lift one heel, lift the other heel, lift and lower. Good. So keep that tummy pulled in. Keep that book on the head and just lift and peel the heel off. Good. Then lift your one heel up and do little pulses. So I'm going to bend here. Okay, so little bend. Keep it small. Make sure this thigh is waking up and don't work through the knees too much. So keep it tiny, tracking the knee over the front toes. Change legs. Keep it low, so you're bending your supporting leg, bending this other leg as well. Keeping the body straight and just moving tiny small pulses. Good. Then bring the feet together. If you can, lift the heels and lower. Again, go from the side, lift and lower. Nothing's moving through the upper body. Shoulders are over hips, peel the heels and down and lift. Good, not long. And last one, lift and then tiny little pulse. Again, pull the tummy in, no strain in the back, slight tuck if you need to. Keep those knees parallel and stretch. Oh, lovely. Turn the toes out and back in. So work at the top of the leg by squeezing your glutes and turn open the legs. So it's all at the top of the leg. If this pulls your knees, don't do it. Really thinking about working at the hip, not at the knee. Then hold the toes out and then just lift, alternating toe like a little penguin lift, working through the front part of the ankle, up through the shin. Good. And release. Then lift and lower into that rise and lower. Keep the inner thighs really strong and lifted. Relax the shoulders, light touch on the wall or in a chair. Good, breathe and up and down. You can use your arms if you want, both arms or one arm. So you go 1, 2, 3, lift, down, 2, 3, release. Good, up, 2, 3, that's one arm if you want, 2, 3, and release. Good, press and squeeze, press, squeeze, 2 more, inner thigh, zip it up, and last one, and up. Good, onto a stretch. Okay, so pushing back into that heel to stretch out the calves, push into that lunge, again knee in line with the toe, hips parallel, push into the heel at the back, tummy lifted, shoulders are down, and breathe. Then you can go lower, shuffle that front foot forward a little bit, creep, 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 slide down. If you can, use the support, don't go too low, but stretch out the front part of the hip. If it feels Good, but get strong support, don't get stuck. Okay. Alright, then you're going to straighten the leg at the front, lower the chest, and stretch the hamstring at the front leg. Pushing those hips back, pulling the tummy in, lowering the chest as low as you want to go, or you can go. I'm not going very far. Okay. Bend that knee, jump the back leg in, change legs. Onto that calf stretch, hips parallel, knee in line with the toe, push into that extended back leg. Okay, hold that stretch after the rises, and then you lower it down. You can lift the heel at the back and slide the back leg out and drop all the way down, or shuffle the front leg down, whichever feels best. Come in a little bit. And then straighten your front leg, push your hips backwards, tummy in, lower the chest down. Stretching that hamstring at the front. Bend the knee and back leg in. Move away from the chair, bend the knees, keep the legs together and scoop into that C curve and do a little wiggle from side to side. Rounding the back, stretch. Then walk the legs away and flatten the back, taking the arms against a chair, opening out the chest, and then ripple up and walk through. Well done, good. Stretch those arms if you need to anymore. Ready for a balance. So you can hold onto a chair if you want to, or a wall. Take one leg in front of the other, one foot in front of the other, or staggered. It's up to you. If you feel unsteady, stagger the legs. Okay. Shift the weight forward and back. Lift the heel at the back, lift the toe at the front. Forward and back. Good. Come to flat feet. Lift the arms up. You can still hold on to something if you want to. Lift the arms up and forward. Rotate and forward. Do that same side if you don't want to do the other side, or lift the arm off and rotate and forward. Drop the arms down, transfer the weight, hold on if you need to again, lift that leg up. Float the arms if you can, balance, and lower down. Good. Onto the other side. And stagger the feet. Shift forward and back. Then come to the centre, tummy in, lifting those arms up to the ceiling, forward. Hold on to the chair if you need to. Open up the arm and centre. Other way, keep those hips forward, rotate from the waist up and back down. Transfer the weight, lifting that foot to the side. Float the arms off, balance if you can, and then lower down. Well done. Good. And we're done. So taking a breath in, deep breath. And lower, and again, then lift, and last one. If you can balance, brilliant, otherwise hold on again to something nearby, push those arms out to the side as you lift the heels, and lower down, and finish. Well done, good. I hope that reminded you of a few things and you enjoyed it. Bye!